A bit of a delay, I think. Just trying to look around and see whether Tomokazu has made his way out. I don't see him anywhere. There's Wang Chuqin. He seems to be ready. Where's Tomokazu? That is the question. Even the Japanese bench, they are looking towards the tunnel. There he is. I can see him from my spot here in the commentary box. He has just returned to the arena. Just a bit of a change of a t-shirt as well by the looks of things. Now it's going to be a clash that we all have waited for. Harimoto Tomokazu against Wang Chuqin. The 22-year-old rather, of Japan has truly been an icon for the sport of table tennis in his country and has also earned his name around the globe. He's ranked 4th in the world and he's going to be up against Wang Chuqin, who is world number 1. These two have faced off on 15 occasions and Wang has prevailed 12 times. However, the last time these two played each other was this year at the WTT Champions Yokohama, which is of course a home venue for Tomokazu Harimoto, and Tomokazu emerged victorious then 4-2. And for his other victories against Wang Chuqin, we have to go back to 2022 and the 2018 Youth Olympic Games in Argentina. This is a mouth-watering clash. This is a clash between the highest possible clash that you can get in this team's championship, because it's world number 1 against world number 4. World number 2 is of course in the Chinese unit itself.
I would call this moment as a Batman moment.
Batman moment, explain.
Where there was exchange of dialogue between Batman and the Joker. What will I do without you? So that's the moment.
Channelizing your inner Christopher Nolan there, looks like.
Oh yes, that's a match that world has been waiting for, and that is happening in this beautiful city, Bhubaneswar at Kalinga Stadium. Watch your breath. The rallies are going to be of very different style. Both the players are pretty fiery and aggressive aggressive. You can see lot more grunt from Harimoto, lot more fierce roar by both the players, because at this point of time, even if Wang Chuqin is up 12-3, but the status and the status quo both has been challenged by a Japanese squad there.
And looking at this Chinese unit, just getting a lifeline there courtesy Lin Shidong. Wang Hao is right there in the middle, still a picture of calm. And now it's over to Wang Chuqin, who has already been beaten earlier by Shora. Can he lift himself out of that and then deliver the goods here for China and take this fascinating match into a 5th match?
You could see fans on screen cheering India.
Now
Harimoto.
we are getting underway. Slow start? A slow start? A little uncharacteristic, you think?
No. Harimoto knows that Wang Chuqin doesn't go for a killer backhand. So purposely he's slowing him down there so that he can use his spin and go for a killer forehand, killer backhand there. Wang Chuqin settling down with his deceptive services. Tomokazu, Harimoto, all set, eyes. Oh, that's a killer of a backhand by Harimoto. Such a crisp, such a sharp backhand. Absolutely. Right into the form. 2-all. Harimoto to serve. Wang Chuqin this time lifted the backhand into the body of Harimoto. Such a sharp placement, such a clever game. Harimoto feeling the pressure, missing on to that service. Harimoto entertaining the audience. The loud roar there.
And he's equalized now. This is going to be a contest that could be neck and neck. But if you look at the statistics overall, it's still in favor of Wang Chuqin. And although just the way that the events have transpired today, we know that statistics themselves can be challenged.
Yes.
It is what we learn from history that we don't learn from history. History keeps changing.
The word challenge is certainly meant for these kind of situations. Oh, that's a led service by Wang Chuqin. Oh, Wang Chuqin wanted to go for that somersault forehand. Missed out, but it was a well placement done by him. Such a masterclass of service placement. Harimoto came back with a heavy duty down the line. Forward, completely shocked. Wang Chuqin was not expecting. 6-all.
6-all, and this is what you would expect from two absolute champions. Oh, now Harimoto in the lead. Just inching forward.
Apology note by Harimoto.
Yes, but he's got now a 2-point lead. So an early advantage by the looks of things. And it's moved even further now.
9-6.
Wang Chuqin
6-9.
under early pressure.
Can I catch that ball? It was up in the air.
It still hasn't landed. Where's it gone? Chuqin attacking the body.
Yes, and we have seen wherever Harimoto has to change the game, he goes on to the deep forehand and take the service, but this time Wang Chuqin kept him busy right into the forehand itself. No mercy on this backhand. He found a gap. He was on top of the ball. He knows that if he takes his first game, it could be a psychological pressure there. And with right now backhand shot wins for Harimoto is almost 80% there. Super stats on the screen.
Now Wang Chuqin serving to defend. And it is Harimoto who has taken early advantage. Gone 1-0 up against the world number 1, Wang Chuqin, facing the heat, feeling the pressure. Earlier it was Shora, the youngster, who got the better of him. And now Harimoto, who's ranked 4th in the world, has managed to take the first game.
Yes, absolutely. Quite a homework for China team right now. And sometimes I wonder, what does Wang Chuqin carry along with the towel? Is it ice or something? Or maybe it's just he has folded it multiple times.
It seems more like a cushion, to be honest, but no, it's a towel that is really folded. But yes, a bit of icing also helps. A lot of the times we've seen sports persons carrying that ice pack and then putting it behind their neck, of course, and that's a cooling technique that we see. The umpire has made the announcement. It's going to be China to serve, of course. Wang Chuqin. How's he going to react to this pressure? There's a lot at stake.
The way Harimoto comes up with that power backhand is not a joke. Such a precision he has developed, so much amount of confidence he has developed. Wang Chuqin this time was successful in placing that shot on the forehand. Last time he had missed it towards the end of the game. Lot more focused, lot more determined. Wang Chuqin.
Yes, he's got to be determined. He's got to be focused.
Oh, how the spin survived the net. It just passed through.
Goes for the backhand. Oh, in fact, it's onto the net.
It's Polav, Wang Chuqin coming back, getting into a dominating position there.
Yes, good bit of momentum for him early on. The world number 1.
This time,
Another one. And that he's got now 5-love up. Wang Chuqin, the world number 1, may have lost the first game, may have lost the previous match, but don't just count him out. We know he's got the quality, we know he's got the goods. Oh, this is just one-way traffic at the moment.
yes, Harimoto wanted to flick that ball. Was completely out of length there, giving lead to 6-0 to world number 1.
Dominance, elegance, call it whatever you want. The world number 1 has probably decided it's time. Off the side of the table, 8 in a row, 8 in a row.
Harimoto, that surprising smile. What am I doing? What happened? This time with a ripping backhand. Wang Chuqin taking a lead with 9-0. Harimoto is completely down right now.
There will be no mercy, I must tell you. There won't be any need. over that, as finally Harimoto gets a point of his own. It's game point now. And what a comprehensive comeback in this second game by the world number one. We are level now in this second game. At the end of this second game,
I think this is the fastest the game has finished. This is the fastest game. Absolutely no mercy by Wang Chuqin.
why would you show mercy? Especially it's the semi-finals.
There's some discussion there by Harimoto along with umpire.
And the umpire has possibly signaled towards some of his colleagues sitting on the main tournament desk. As there is a bit of a break at the end of those two games. Just as a recap, just to give you a recap, it's 11-8, and then after that 11-1. The first game went in favor of Harimoto, and then the world number one Wang Chuqin just bouncing back.
Harimoto possibly taking a washroom break here. He has gone there inside along with the umpire while. And yes, this could be a game-changing moment. We can see discussion among the Chinese squad along with Wang Chuqin there discussing the strategy. It's 1-1.
Yes,
Wang Chuqin has got the good momentum there.
And Wang has got two bottles now, a big one and a small one.
And let me use this moment to go back to the business of tennis there. This has happened when Serena Williams, when she was much more younger to Sanchez, she was completely dominating over world number one Sanchez. And at that point of time, Sanchez had taken a long break there. Obviously, it was a washroom break and completely changed the rhythm of the game and taking away the match out of the hands of young Serena Williams. Can Harimoto do it right now? Certainly he's not. Yeah, he's certainly young, but equally experienced. World number 7, critical position for
Well, this is of course the place to be in Bhubaneswar currently. The Kalinga Stadium has really been lit up, truly been decorated with an array of fantastic performances right through these last 4 days, and we aren't done yet, because tomorrow is the day we are going to witness those finals as well. But it's been simply phenomenal to be here in Odisha. Bhubaneswar is the capital of Odisha, which is becoming the citadel of Indian sport. This wonderful facility in the Kalinga Stadium with numerous sports on offer. We've got an athletics track here in the indoor stadium with the table tennis tables set in the center for this wonderful event. And of course, we've got the athletics tracks outside, a hockey stadium which has hosted big events, the badminton stadium and the court also, swimming facilities, and the list just goes on and on. So wonderful work there by the Odisha government, and of course you've got to appreciate the Asian Table Tennis Union, the Table Tennis Federation of India, the International Table Tennis Federation, and of course the Odisha Table Tennis Association. All of them coming together to make sure that we have these great matches here. And this could potentially turn out to be a great one here, Sachin.
Chuqin, equally rested, equally fiery.
And for some reason, you can see the Chinese bench very energetic in celebration. It is only the first point of that third one.
What is interesting to see is Wang Chuqin, while missing onto that backhand, he tried to put the racket again between the two legs. This time it was unsuccessful. That we have seen in
Off the net, is it? No, it's the Chinese team that's celebrating. He's delivered.
it was it was not a shot, it was an emotion there being expressed.
Yes, the best in the world express themselves through their craft. An error there by Harimoto off the net, gone off. It's now 3-1 in favor of Wang as the serve returns to Harimoto.
World number one, absolutely in a fiery mode, continuing with the momentum of second game.
This time he has missed it. There's Chole. Once more. He's got to do it more than once.
After a long time, we are hearing this roar from Tomokazu Harimoto. Second game was completely devastating. Wang Chuqin to serve.
Couldn't have done anything about that. He had gone in that direction, anticipated it well, but because it was hit so hard, no answer.
A beautiful placement, almost on the white line. Harimoto. It was a beautiful, beautiful placement.
Well, imagine Sachin, we are neutral, we are enjoying this contest, but we are also nervous. What must be going through the minds of these teams as China now maybe sensing that the world number one is finally in form here, moves up his lead.
Oh, absolutely. Wang Chuqin not allowed Harimoto to come in into the rally only. Third ball, down the line backhand. That's a strength area of Harimoto.
Now 4 points ahead. Wang with the serve. Is he going to try and do something different? It's Harimoto who gets that point. It was the deft touch that actually set it up for him. Showing that range that he already has. This is, of course, in terms of the billing, the match of the tournament. He's hit that out and wide. The roar gets louder from Harimoto and the Japanese supporters.
Looks like that Hari momentum is coming back. What could be his strategy to get in the game again? Wang Chuqin signaling himself, shorten him.
Oh, now you'll hear an equally vociferous roar from the other side.
Tomokazu Harimoto, from the looks of it, is thinking that what do I do with such momentum there in favor of Wang Chuqin? Should I slow him down? Should I go more pacey? Should I change the service?
Wang Chuqin, the world number one. That was a good response there by Harimoto, using his backhand. Manages to get that point, but he's still 3 points behind. Has got some work to do.
Yes, the tide is in favor of China right now, and also the serve. Wang Chuqin keeping the serve very, very tight there.
Very tight. And with that, he's got a game point to go 2-1 up. Just fanning the heat a little bit before delivering that serve.
Oh, Wang Chuqin was on top of the ball, missing out. He didn't want to. He could read. He could read the mind of Harimoto. Absolutely, both are pushing each other to the deep backhand there. Harimoto with that deep push got that point. Yes, now Harimoto is to serve. Can Harimoto can move the momentum from China?
Wang Chuqin with the serve. What a response! That placement was amazing. Wang Chuqin, with all his athleticism, tried to get there, but there was no chance. A timeout being taken right away, and what a time for a timeout. One apiece in the third game, everything to play for. Well, whew.
It's quite a journey for Wang Chuqin from sheer dominance to sheer perseverance of Harimoto coming back in the game, in the business. What is Wang Hao suggesting in this critical moment?
Well, I've noticed that whenever he suggests something, and during those chats also, you would see that there are quite a few shoulder shrugs as well.
Yes, absolutely. He is head coach as well as Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, in fact, if you look at what he's achieved in his career, when it came to Olympics in the singles event at least, he has won 3 consecutive silver medals. Now coming back, Wang to serve. Can Harimoto equalize here and deny Wang the game point?
No, Wang did it. Taken away his second game in favor of China. Wow, what a change in the strategy. Harimoto tried every possible thing to come back and defend that point in favor, swing that point in favor of Japan. Couldn't do it. You can see right now he's tired, he's resting.
I wonder if he's all right, because if he went for a toilet break or maybe some medical attention, I'm not sure. But he's still holding on, he's still trying to do his best. That last game was a lot more closer. It was 11-9 when compared to, of course, the previous one. But now he's got to come out all guns blazing. All guns blazing, no other option.
Yes, this is a do or die situation right now for China, and they would want to sheer maintain the dominance, because if Wang Chuqin wins it, anything can then.
Yes, and then you are down to Liang Jingkun and Sora Matsushima. And that is again another mouth-watering clash in prospect, really. The fans there in the stands have been treated to some wonderful and beautiful table tennis action. Yes, smile, you're on camera. They're only going to smile if they win this match, of course.
Wang's determination, you can see that from the point one. He's roaring there. He knows that this game is critical for China. He'll do every possible thing to get this match.
Of course, point there for Harimoto in this set.
Bit of a surprise.
What was exactly surprising? The serve strategy, maybe?
No, the receive. It went. Oh, Harimoto with that powerful backhand tap. Absolutely, this time changing the spin. Wang was more ready for a spinnier backhand.
Now Harimoto with the serve. And the juggernaut just rolls on in this particular game. It's now 3-1.
The battle of belief going on between Wang Chuqin and Tomokazu. Warning by the umpire here.
Shaping up to serve. What a response. In fact, it's gone off the net. He didn't celebrate. He just said sorry. The good part, Harimoto always, whenever if something like this happens, he immediately says sorry, and it's quite loud and audible.
That was the shortest point.
Oh,
Well in position.
well in position, and you could just sense the pace, and then when it went towards the backhand, he couldn't quite get that pace on so that it goes over the net. And the last rally was 11 shots long. Another statistic brought to you by Stupa. All these statistics via artificial intelligence, keeping a track of natural brilliance here. Made him run around, and then ultimately put in that killer move to go up 5-2.
Tomokazu, Harimoto. Tomokazu, Harimoto. Again. Missing onto that point, and on serve success, Harimoto has 75% success. Quite deceptive for Wang Chuqin in this defining match.
Oh, it was ultimately Wang's patience with that forehand that ultimately got him that point. Harimoto was up 5-2. Now Wang has hit back with 2 points in a sequence.
Now, Wang Chuqin has taken a timeout. This was quite a forehand he hit onto the backhand of Tomokazu Harimoto.
When we look
Well.
when we look at the Japanese bench, there's of course that belief. On the Chinese side, you aren't going to, figure out a lot. They all seem to have poker faces. Even when Wang Hao is putting his point across, it's just with a lot of those gestures. At times, there's a bit more animation. Initially, we saw that, but generally a poker face.
I'm loving the way Hiroto is standing in one corner, patiently listening, getting more experience of the dressing corner.
Well, he's done for the day, really. All he can do is watch and hope that he gets to play the final. It's not in his hands anymore. Meanwhile, there are two champions right in the center of the Kalinga Stadium, battling it out for their teams. The claps are resounding. You can hear them echo across the stadium because everyone knows this is it.
A led service after the timeout.
Earlier today, of course, his sister Miwa Harimoto ensured Japan go into the final. That backhand lobbed across, over the table and out. Now it's all level here, 5 apiece.
It's 5-all. Oh, that service was not that effective. It was with Liang Jingkun.
Got another serve though. He's got to make amends. Try to draw level with Wang having taken that slender lead. A lead serve.
to back. Two strong forehand. Both
Yeah.
were cross courts.
Yes, back-to-back forehands, and Wang now just inching ahead now. 2 points ahead. Has he gotten that psychological advantage? Remember, this is as much a psychological battle as it is out there on the park. What's he going to do? Initially, it was placed very well by Harimoto, but then that forehand from Wang towards his own forehand. Well, he got his racket there, but it was a soft block. Just hit his racket and landed on his own side. Now, Wang has surged ahead 8-5.
Harimoto is still fighting back, still in the game, trailing behind. 2 points. Harimoto to serve.
Yeah, he's managed to stop that sequence. Otherwise, that momentum was really taking Wang ahead.
Oh, that was a beautiful soft flick by Harimoto. Such a precision. Last time he had missed it, but this time he made no mistake.
How would you rate that serve?
It's 7-8.
8-all.
It's
Make it
8 all.
How were those serves? You've got to tell us.
It's a side spin long service in the deep backhand of Wang Chuqin. Completely taken him by a surprise. It was such a big risk, and in serve success, both are absolutely equal. 62%. Wang Chuqin absolutely had no mercy onto that flighted ball. Crowd getting mad. That's the only match is happening. It's 9:45.
Yeah.
The shops are shut. The dinner is over. But the hunger is not over yet.
He's equalized again. It's 9-all. Could there be a more fascinating contest?
All of these are young players from India watching the best of the best. How they fight for each and every point.
Certainly is a fight, is a scrap.
Oh, Wang Chuqin got into his own trap. Look, Harimoto, game point there.
Game point. Are we going into the 5th game? Not quite. Hold on. It's a deuce again.
Yes, the pressure. It's a Wang Chuqin defining moment. Can he take this point and move towards victory? No. Harimoto standing tall with the motto of getting the game, pushing the game to the decider.
Now with the serve, Sachin, how much of an advantage is that?
It's an advantage position, certainly.
What a return.
Yes, Wang Chuqin built up that shot, built up that backhand, loaded with spin. It was a parabola. Backhand by Wang Chuqin. He knew that Harimoto will go for a kill.
Why did you say parabola? Just reminded of 10th standard mathematics.
Oh, again, Moto saying sorry to Wang Chuqin for that net ball.
Bit of a net ball, which is why there was no celebration. But now it's going to be game point.
Lot of
Harimoto.
luck in favor of Harimoto there. Quite a gut you require to play that long ball. But sorry, this time Wang Chuqin, last time he had missed that side spin. This time he showed no mercy. Absolute dominance of the backhand cross-court shot.
12 all now. And at 12 all, It's going to be Wang Chuqin to serve. Harimoto in position to receive. Nobody has moved an inch. Now it's going to be Wang Chuqin who's got the advantage, and with Harimoto serving, he has got a shot to equalize matters here for China and take us into a fifth match, in fact.
No. Look at the roar. It was quite a courageous move by Harimoto by giving a long service. In this position to Wang Chuqin, that makes him a fearless and dangerous. It's 13 all again.
This match has been going on and on and
Wang Chuqin would be saying, can I be a little more lucky here? Ball touched the net, but it went outside.
I have no answer to that. I have absolutely no answer to that. No science in the world can ever define luck. No mathematics in the world can ever quantify it, whatever people may tell you.
Harimoto with that Ronaldo pose, taking to the game, to the fifth game.
Yes, we are heading into the fifth game. Harimoto has managed to surge ahead over here, and although he lost the middle games, he lost them 11-1, 11-9, he's just raised the standard and ensured that we have a decider. The world number 1 and world number 4, a decider between them as well. But remember, there's more at stake for China, because if Harimoto wins the next game, Japan are through to the final. But if China win, then we go into a fifth match.
Yes, it's quite a moment for Japan here. Harimoto had already done big blow there, and onto the screen we have Stupa stats on service. Harimoto, very interestingly, this time has kept Wang Chuqin busy more onto the almost the second line of the table. What a precision of service is something that means that he's wanting. He knows that he has a tough backhand. He cannot take a risk of pushing Harimoto to the forehand.
I think that's something that even Wang would have noticed now, and I'll tell you why. Because it was up on the big screen, this graphic, and Wang was walking back. It was right in his eye line, so he would have noticed that.
Yes.
Will he anticipate? I think he will anticipate, but then it could be a double bluff. Will Harimoto just vary it a little bit? What's he going to do?
Let's see. Hari to serve. Oh, bit of a luck again here. Wang Chuqin looking back at him. Friend, can I get the luck in my favor? Harimoto again, a last minute change. Oh, it was a beautiful strategized by him. Wang Chuqin take no risk. Look at the service. This time the service was absolutely almost near to the white line. Wang Chuqin had no option except pushing it back.
So made a change, and those are variations when compared to the previous one, right? Now Wang Chuqin with his serve has got an answer of equal merit.
Now it's mind game. It's tactical game going on. Open your notes and write it down. Wang Chuqin missing that serve. Looking at his racket. What happened?
The best in the world can also miss out on the serve, Sachin.
Yes. Look at this, how Harimoto is troubling Wang Chuqin and stopping him to take a banana flick there. This time Wang Chuqin could sense it, but missing out, questioning himself.
But there was no celebration there from Harimoto. Again, I think it just flicked the net, so there was a bit of frustration, in fact, from Wang Chuqin looking back at his bench.
But right now, Harimoto is conserving his energy.
That's a good response from the world number 1.
This time Wang Didn't place it onto the forehand. Harimoto trapping him into his serve strategy. What a move. What a sense of the game.
What happened
Wang
there?
Chuqin again missing on to that short ball there. Giving away one more point. Must have been frustrating. They can't go back. Nodding head. Not expected from you, Wang. You're world number one. You have perfected this art. You have defined this art. This is a situation you prepare for.
Sachin, what happened there? Was it more his error or was it due to a response from Harimoto the way he returned it?
No, it was a strategically placed by Moto there. This time, made no mistake with the two ripping forehand there. Slowly moving, closing. Just Harimoto being 1 point lead over world number one.
1 point lead. Now where does this serve go? Again on the corner.
Okay, Harimoto again with that roar. Wang Chuqin was so brilliant. He is smiling. He is smiling at his luck. That I did everything right. I did everything right with that sudden backhand. That I pushed it onto your backhand there. Harimoto. Emotional dominance right now.
Psychologically as well, this is a big lead and now Wang manages to eat into it a little bit. What happened there? You made an action with the backhand?
Yes, it was a pretty good strawberry by Harimoto there on that short push. Couldn't convert the point though.
Yeah, and the serve now goes back to Wang. Oh, tried to go forward and attack it, but only hits it onto the net. Wang is only 1 point behind now. The world number one fighting to stay alive.
This could be deliberately pushed by Wang there. Questioning the patience. Oh, absolutely. Again, the shortest point there. Two back-to-back backhand. One in the deep down to the backhand and then finish on the forehand. Wang Chuqin had no option. And right now the scores are match is moving towards the second half there with 7-5 lead with Harimoto to serve.
Wang manages to get that one. It was a booming forehand, and just after that, Harimoto trying to block it. It's made a good connection.
No, not this time. Not this time, Harimoto. I'm well prepared for your reverse pendulum surprise as well.
Maybe he could have just followed what he did in the previous game, Sachin.
Difficult to say right now. The situation seems to be completely different. Harimoto blinking his eye, focusing, concentrating. He has lost the lead, 7-all.
It was 6-3 a moment ago. Now it is 7-all. He tried to block that one, but Wang Chuqin was decisive, absolutely decisive with it.
Wang showed no emotion there. Just went onto the umpire, asked for the ball. I'm not going to celebrate. It's just a 1 point lead I have taken. Harimoto again got a lucky point. A loud sorry there. Wang showing no emotion there.
I'm just going to ask Harimoto to join me so that we can go and buy a raffle ticket. Definitely we are going to win.
No, not this time. Wang determined to get the point. Harimoto, it was into his body.
Yes.
Juggling moment. He's juggling, running, stepping.
Now this is going to be interesting. What is this serve going to look like?
This time, he issued apology note with a power shot down the line to the backhand. Took away the rally in his hand. 2 match points for China.
2 match points, and we could well head into a 5th match here. Harimoto, what's he got? How's he going to play these serves, Sachin?
Harimoto lost it. Wang Chuqin got the game. Kept keeping the hopes alive. China is going to the 5th final match. Wow, what a work done by Wang Chuqin. He was 6-3 down. Now coming back from there, taking away from the Harimoto. Certainly not very happy. He's going down. His shoulders are down.